Hello and welcome everyone. Today's video features the Cassard, the Tier 10 brand new French destroyer. Now this is described in game as a T-47 class destroyer of the first series of French destroyers built after the war. She was a further development of the Le Hardy class with larger dimensions and dual purpose main armament, and the major function of the T-47 class of ships were to escort aircraft carrier squadrons, and as a result they had moderate speed. Cassard, as part of the French squadron, participated in resolving the Suez Crisis in 1956, and most of these ships in the series were decommissioned from the French Navy during the 1980s. So Cassard, a real ship that served with the French Navy up until the 1980s, is currently in testing on the PTS server. Now let's take a quick look at the consumables. You'll see here little icon here on the torpedoes. We'll address this momentarily. Very good speed boost, 30% max speed, duration of 78 seconds, engine boost mod. I've gone with reload and concealment, just initially testing on the PTS at the moment. I put in my Philippe Obenyel captain, whoever you pronounce this. These are just the captain skills I'm using at the moment, just for testing purposes. I'm not saying this is an optimal build. So let's just have a look at armor. PD armor, quite normal, lightly armored, 19mm. Turrets, just 10mm, which is quite light. Superstructure is 13mm. Deck plating, side plating, all 19. Same here at the stern, all 19mm. No citadel, of course, being a destroyer. Survivability, 24,500 hit points. Again, that is using the bonus to survivability expert on this Philippe captain. When it comes to main artillery, 3 twin mounted turrets, 127mm guns, 6 of them in total, 1 fore and 2 aft. With this build they have a 2.9 second reload. They can rotate 180 degrees in 11.5 seconds. Max dispersion of 111 meters, and with this build a max firing range of 13.9 kilometers. Fires both high explosive and armor piercing. The gun stats here on screen. 1900 max damage with the high explosive, 8% fire chance, that is with the signal flags. They can pen 21mm of armor with a shell speed of 808 meters per second. Armor piercing, only moderately more damage, 2450 max damage, and the same shell speed, 808 meters per second on these main battery guns. So let's check out these torpedoes. Cassard gets 4 triple mounted torpedo launchers, 2 on each side. You can see them here. They have a max firing range of 13.5 kilometers, a reload time of 120 seconds, 2-minute reload. Now, there is a caveat with these. The max damage is 24,267, and this max damage threshold is inside and up to 6 kilometers. Once you start landing torps outside of 6 kilometers, this max damage is then reduced. Now, the torpedo speed is quite good, 72 knots, and the detectability range is 1.5 kilometers. So very, very high damage, especially at close range. And 12 torps with a max damage of just over 24,000 is a very high alpha strike. You have a potential of over 290,000 damage, raw damage. alpha strike damage, potentially, should you land all of your torps under that 6 kilometer threshold. So, moving to the depth charges, 3000 max damage, 2 charges, each dropping 12 bombs, and a reload time, which is quite slow at 40 seconds. In terms of AA defense, Cassard gets a rating of 62. You get 4 of these single mounted Oerlikons, 20mm, 4 single mounted, or in total you get 3 of twin mounted 57mm, 6 in total, 3 twin mounted turrets. And the main battery is dual purpose. These 127mm guns, they double up as AA mounts. This all combined is 187 continuous damage, the majority of which is medium range. You can see the specific values for short, medium and long range here on screen. And the max firing range is 6 kilometers. In terms of flak, the Cassard is capable of firing 3 shell explosions per flak salvo with a max damage of 1680, priority sector reinforcement of 35%, and again the max firing range is 6 kilometers. In terms of maneuverability, max speed is 35.7 knots. This is incorporating Sierra Mike. Base speed 34, 35.7 with the speed flag. Now, in straight line speed, when the emergency engine power consumable is activated, Cassard is capable of 46 knots in straight line speed, which is quite decent. In terms of turning circle, 670 meters and a rudder ship time of 4.5 seconds. Must be noted, I am using propulsion mod. You can further reduce this down to 3.6 second rudder ship, should you see fit. And finally, the max concealment. I am running concealment build at the moment. Concealment system mod 1 in slot 5, and the concealment skill here in 4. 6.5 kilometers is the best concealment. Your detectability by submarines and aircraft is 3.3 kilometers. So this is the Cassard, the French Tier 10 alternate line of French destroyers that will be entering early access in the upcoming update, currently in testing on the PTS. Very nice looking French destroyer. This is not the camouflage that you can be expecting to get. I just simply put on, what's it called? This one? The Clash of the Elements. There is no camo currently available with this ship. Just if you're thinking this is the perma camo, it isn't. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little video, a preview of the Tier 10 French Cassard. If you'd like to see some live gameplay, feel free to come over and visit me on Twitch. You can see the link here on screen. And if you'd like to make sure you don't miss out on any future update videos, we've got more of these preview videos coming very soon. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe button under the video. It helps the channel immensely and it helps you not miss out on future updates. So thank you all. I will see you all in the next one.